So we're now in the basement part of Parliament House, and originally it wasn't a Parliament House or purpose-built Parliament House, it was Customs House. So being the basement, this is what I affectionately call the dungeon, but we now have it as our museum. So it has various pieces of political memorabilia, it has old speakers' chairs, speakers' robes, lots of pictures of cabinet members from previous eras. And just on the floor, of course, you can see where they used to bring in the barrels from the wharf, because of course the land right up to the front of Parliament House is all reclaimed land. That used to be, the wharf would come straight up to the edge of the building, and that's where ships would dock and offload their items, their goods, and of course they were brought here inside to Customs House. So it's convict built as well, so the brick above me is some beautiful brickwork from the early 1800s, and of course convict built. And you can see the convict, the original convict markings on the bricks. So we include this in tours of Parliament. It gives a bit of a different side to not only the heritage of the building, showing that it was once a Customs House and had a completely different purpose. And of course there was a period there where Customs House and Parliament coexisted as well. And so now we of course use it as an area where we do keep a lot of political memorabilia, and we have so much that it's quite hard to house it all here, but we try to put some of the items on display that will be of real interest to visiting school groups and community. I think one of the most historic things is just over here is Margaret McIntyre. Margaret McIntyre was the first elected female to Parliament here in Tasmania. Unfortunately, she never got to take her seat. She died in a motor vehicle accident. So she never actually got to participate in that role, but was our first elected female in 1948. Which is quite interesting because women first got the right to vote in 1903, and it took 45 more years before not only were they free to stand for Parliament, but actually elected. So very sad that she never got to take her seat, but we like to commemorate her in this way because it was a really significant milestone here in Tasmania.